Okay, Eeyore, you're gonna go to sleep now. Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. Why, hello, friends. I was just putting Eeyore to bed before I read my nighttime stories. I'm so glad you could join me, though, because I have a couple that I think you'd really like. The first one I was going to read was because it was raining a few days ago, and it made me think of this little friend of mine, the Eensy-Weensy Spider, by Mary Ann Hoberman. The Eensy-Weensy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the Eensy-Weensy Spider went up the spout again. The Eensy-Weensy Spider got up one day in spring. She stretched out all her legs and she began to sing. "La," said the spider, "it's such a lovely day," and the Eensy-Weensy Spider went skipping out to play. The Eensy-Weensy Spider met a baby bug. "Hi," said the spider, and gave the bug a hug. "Ouch," said the bug, "your hug is much too tight." "I'm sorry," said the spider, "I meant to be polite." The Eensy-Weensy Spider walked down the garden path. Down came the rain and gave her quite a bath. Out came the sun and dried her dry as chalk, and the Eensy-Weensy Spider continued on her walk. The Eensy-Weensy Spider went swimming to get cool. "Out," croaked the frog, "no spiders in my pool." "Please," begged the spider, "I'd really like to swim." So the frog allowed the spider to swim along with him. The Eensy-Weensy Spider was in a big parade. Bang! Banged the drums, the trumpets loudly played. "March!" roared the leader, "just listen to the beat." But the Eensy-Weensy Spider kept tripping on her feet. The Eensy-Weensy Spider fell down and scraped her knees. "Ouch!" cried the spider, "I need some Band-Aids, please." "How many?" asked her mamma. "I only have a few," said the Eensy-Weensy Spider. "6 of them will do." The Eensy-Weensy Spider fell plop into the brook. "Help!" yelled the spider, "I forgot to look." "Reach!" called the beetle, "that's what you must do." And the beetle lent the spider a helping leg or two. The Eensy-Weensy Spider went out to buy some shoes. "Well," said her mamma, "which ones will you choose?" "Those," said the spider, "the red ones over there." Said her mamma to the salesman, "We'd like to buy 3 pair." The Eensy-Weensy Spider went walking in the park. Down went the sun, the park got very dark. "Come," said the glowworm, "follow me, I pray," and the Eensy-Weensy Spider went safely on her way. The Eensy-Weensy Spider had a heavy head. "It's late," said her mamma, "time to go to bed." The spider was so tired she didn't make a peep, and the Eensy-Weensy Spider soon fell fast asleep. The Eensy-Weensy Spider slept right through the night. When she awoke, the sun was shining bright. "Good," said the spider, "there isn't any rain," and the Eensy-Weensy Spider went up the spout again. Now, some of you might know that as a song, and so, if you'd like, we can sing it together and even do the hand motions. The Eensy-Weensy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the Eensy-Weensy Spider went up the spout again. That was so good. When I think about fall, I get a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. When I think about pumpkins and cocoa and jack-o'-lanterns and the leaves and cuddling up under a blanket with someone you love to read a book. And I get that same warm, fuzzy fall feeling inside when I tell people I love them. And so this book makes me feel that warm and fuzzy, and it's called Guess How Much I Love You by Sam McBratney. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. "Guess how much I love you," he said. "Oh, I don't think I could guess that," said Big Nut Brown Hair. "This much," said Little Nut Brown Hair, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hair had even longer arms. "But I love you this much," he said. That is a lot," thought Little Nut Brown Hair. "I love you as high as I can reach," said Little Nut Brown Hair. "I love you as high as I can reach," said Big Nut Brown Hair. "That is very high," thought Little Nut Brown Hair. "I wish I had arms like that." Then Little Nut Brown Hair had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. "I love you all the way up to my toes," he said. "And I love you all the way up to your toes," said Big Nut Brown Hair, swinging him up over his head. "I love you as high as I can hop," laughed Little Nut Brown Hair, bouncing up and down. "But I love you as high as I can hop," smiled Big Nut Brown Hair, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. "That's good hopping," thought Little Nut Brown Hair. "I wish I could hop like that." "I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river," cried Little Nut Brown Hair. "I love you across the river and over the hills," said Big Nut Brown Hair. "That's very far," thought Little Nut Brown Hair. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. "I love you right up to the moon," he said, and closed his eyes. "Oh, that's far," said Big Nut Brown Hair. "That is very, very far." Big Nut Brown Hair settled Little Nut Brown Hair into a bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, "I love you right up to the moon and back." The end. If you look out my window, you'll see it's already nighttime, and I'm sure you are sound asleep by now. So I need the perfect bedtime story so that I can go to sleep, which is why I picked Good Night, Jessie by Harriet Zaffert and Marvis Smith. "Jessie, are you in bed yet?" Jessie's mother called from downstairs. "Not yet, Mom," answered Jessie. "I have to get something from my closet." "Jessie, I'm sure there's nothing you need right now. Get into bed." "I can't, Mom. My drawer is open." "So close it, Jessie, and get into bed." "Mom, I'll get into bed in a minute." "Jessie, it's very quiet. What are you doing?" "Mom, I'm looking for something." "Are you in bed yet, Jessie?" "I'm almost in bed, Mom." "Jessie, if I have to come upstairs to make sure you're in the bed, you'll be sorry." "Mom, I'm in bed. My clock and my rabbit and my cat and my dog and my blanket are all right here with me." "I'm glad, Jessie. I'm coming to kiss you." Good night, Mom. That is the perfect book, and it makes me want to go right to bed. So, I've got to say goodbye to all of you now so I can get into bed. Good night, everyone. I'm so glad you joined me to read.